Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing a review of The Gifted Season 2, Episode 2. So we back with another episode of The Gifted. Now, it started off 3 years ago when John was in the boxing ring fighting some guy. I guess he was getting money from it. And he later met with this named Evangeline. Evangeline is the mutant lawyer that used to work with the X-Men before they disbanded, and now she just continue on. She was working with the Sentinel Force and everything, but no, with the mutants. The DA has the power with mutants, so they let her go. So she's still working her own thing while the mutant underground. So she came to recruit John to be the leader of the underground in Atlanta because she gave him purpose and hope that he could do something better. And that, so he was kind of hesitant, but he came. He decided, he said he could do it. So now to the present day, John went to talk to Marcos. So Marcos is still lit on the fact, is still depressed on the fact that he don't not buy Lorna's side. He missed his baby birth. So they had this little champagne he bought that he was going to celebrate after the baby was born and everything. But now she's not there. He don't got no need to celebrate. So he said it's like a dead end. Like he trying to find the inner circle. He cannot find the inner circle. All we have is the bank statements that he be looking at. And it's just like all over the place. Like it just is trapped and it's there. And you don't know where exactly is it located at. So who can we help to pinpoint exactly where the inner circle is? So John said he knows somebody, which is Evangeline. So they will go there later. Now, jump to that later on. Wait, later on we get yeah, he said he wouldn't be a nothing long and all that stuff like that. So later on we get Lauren and Clarice, because the little girl named Christina, she missed her daughter sister Jasmine because they got separated after the Sentinel raid. So Clarice and Lauren said they got a lead on Jasmine. They said they found her at the shelter and everything. So Christina is like so excited and everything because she wanted to go with them. They said no, they will go get Jasmine, and she was so adamant. She said, I can't go, I can't do it. It's like, it's my sister for a long time, I miss her and all that stuff, I need to be there. And she couldn't control her power, so she broke her lamp, and they said, well, you want to help her with? She got her to stay in. So they go and see about that. Now, jump over to the other side. Riva, who is the head leader of the inner circle right now, and she destroyed the inner circle, but she's the head leader right now. She talked to the girls, and who are the forces. I find out they're the forces. And she saw the paper. They put in the paper the blackout. Remember last episode, Lorna caused the blackout because she gave birth to the baby, Dawn. And so she caused that. And they just say that it was crazy blackout. So she said she's going to do a cover story and tell them about that the blackout was caused by a overloaded station and it caused a blackout and everything. So that was that. But in order for that to happen, we need to do something else. We need to tie up loose ends. We can't have anything distracting us for our common goal. So everybody who have met you, they need to go. So Esme, one of the forces, one of the girls, was like, we should be fine. Nobody can recognize us. And they did flashback to the guard, and they told the guard that the names are important, so he will remember them. And then they gave the money to the owner so he could leave. So they said everything's fine, so we don't have to go through that thing. We need to start working to focus on training. So Riva said the training cannot happen unless we tie the loose ends and we can be safe and stable. So get it together and do what I told you. So Esme was hesitant, but she got online and they said, okay, good, they're going to do it. So what they did is that they did whatever they needed to do. They killed the guard who they met at the gate. They blew up the building, the facility they bought. And then they kind of approached the owner, because the owner was going to the guy, and I guess he was trying to purchase some airplane or something. But they told that he cannot touch the money in 6 months. After 6 months, then he could do something like that. So he went against them, and then he was trying to lie. And since they telepathic, they got the power to read people's minds and stuff like that, or tell them what to do, or get in their head. They soon realized he was not telling the whole truth. He said, okay, though, you can trust me. I'm going to grave. I'm not going to say anything else to anybody. He was trying to purchase. But he was not going to try to say anything. So they say, you know what, you go take a walk. So they told him to take a walk. And while he was taking a walk, they killed him by having a truck ran into him. And the other girls was like, fun, because they was trying to get him to walk into the propeller of the airplane and cut himself up, but he got hit by a truck. So I said, oh shit, Reva. So, but Reva is trying to train these girls. No, trying to train his people because she's trying to get Lorna and Andy so equipped so they could be good and fight for their cause. Especially Andy, she's trying to train Andy. Now, jump back to the other side. Lauren and Andy is having the same dream. Remember last week we got a dream that Lauren's had with Andy that they met him in the roof, and then she was trying to get him to come to her side and everything, and nothing going, nothing really happening. He's not saying much, but they hold hands, and while they was holding hands, his hand was starting glowing, and it was not letting go. And she said, "No, no, Andy, no, no, no." So this episode we get more of the flashback, more forward of the scene that she was saying, let's go, let's go, let's go, get off, go off, no, no, no. And then she fell back and went over the roof. And then Andy said, looking for his sister, looked over and she wasn't there. So they both jumped off from the dream. Now, Andy saw this dream and started shaking him up about what's going on, that he missed his sister, it's like that. He had this dream. He talked to Lorna. Lorna was looking at the dawn. And she was telling him that you need to get your head in the game. You just be fine, just focus. And yeah, you should be focused. And yeah, you should be focused, you should be fine. So when he was doing the training, look at my notes, y'all. So when he was doing the training, he was breaking through the walls fine until he got to the last wall. When he got to the last wall, he flashed back to the dream and then he fell. So Vivo was trying to know what's going on with him and why what happened. So Andy went to talk to Lorna and say, you know what happened? She said, yeah, I heard what's going on. And he said, I just had a bad thought and everything, and everything's okay. She said, well, you need to get together, because if Viva don't feel like that you're not prepared, she would get rid of you. She will do something. So you need to be 100%. He said, I know. I just got to get clear. I just got to train more and get clear. So Viva went to talk to him because she was like, what's going on? And he said he just had a bad moment and everything. So she said, you know why I had a bad moment? And she told him about the story. About that she had a friend growing up and they was really close. Until one time they were surrounded and everything, and she was caught off guard. She looked away and everything, and she would try to help, but she couldn't really help. And all of a sudden something happened, and he said, what happened at the point? She said she got killed and everything, and she couldn't help him because her power wasn't manifesting, and she was scared and shook, and it didn't come out. So that was her bad moment. And then she learned to use that from there. So she was telling him, like, our powers tell us the truth when you don't tell us. So she just said that to tell him that. And she was like, she realized that he's not telling her the truth. And her powers revealed the truth for her. So she wanted him to be upfront with her and tell her what's happening. He said, nothing, I just gotta get better. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to it. And everything. So he left and went to burn a phone, to buy a burner phone from the store. And he opened it and called the clinic. When he was calling the clinic, he asked for Lauren, his sister, because he kept thinking about his sister. And David, his father, answered the call, and he said, hello, hello. Andy was not saying nothing. He was breathing, so like that. So I would think as a father, he was like, come on, if you recognize that you miss your son, you would know that it's Andy. But it's not Kate, it was Reed on the phone. So he said, how do you Lauren? And he just hanged up the phone and blew up the phone. Faye saw him and called Viva and said, we got a problem with him. So later on, jump back to the other side. Kate was getting ready to go. Kate was getting ready to go and to Philly. She would go to Philly to meet with Evangeline, the lawyer. She was going with John. And V was not like it. He said, why you used to go to Philly? And they had an argument. They was going back and forth. Lauren was in the other room. She heard everything. He said, yo, you got to let it go. He didn't get kidnapped. He left on his own. She said, what are you worried about it? You need to move on. Like, just like Lauren or so. He said, what happened? She said, what about what happened to Lauren? When you feel the type of way, we do the same thing. I need to get there going. He said, do it. Don't do that for the family. She said, well, I'm doing this for our family. So they just had a disagreement. And I was like, oh, this is like sad to have them going through this. Now, we got to jump forward to Jace. Jace used to be the leader who used to work in sentinel services, and he was part of the hired person who hunted out mutants. Now, he made a whole different life because his daughter was killed somewhere in the tragic of the war were happening. So he decided to give up that life and quit sentinel services and do his new job. I think he's in a lower form as whatever he did. He's in the office. He got his wife, and he came home, and they was talking everything. And he still, you could feel like he still feel unfulfilled, or he's not really happy. You could tell. And they was talking everything. She said baby was sworn, and he said that newspaper is like that blackout. I know it had to be something with mutants involved. And she said, oh no, we're not doing it. No. You promise you starting a new life. You doing good. Don't mess it up. You so obsessing with this mutant thing. He says nothing. Everything. She says nothing when you got the whole file upstairs in the attic with all things mutant and everything. You're not letting this go. It destroyed us once, and you're gonna destroy you again. So like that, don't do this. It's like let it go. It's not part of you. It's not with you. Don't worry about it. So Jason said, okay. Then he met up with one of his friends who's still working at the sentinel services, and he was talking and all that stuff, and he just told him about the thing, and he said, realized that's not part of the freaking station. The guy said, oh, they got a real story behind it. It was a thing about the station. It was the overload, and it blew up the damn. He said, do you really believe that? And he said, mutants behind this and stuff, because I know things. And he said, oh, no. Even the friend was like the white side. He said, no, don't do this, Chase. I know you're a good friend, good guy, and I'm saying that you're going to blow everything away, all the progress you made with your wife over a conspiracy theory. We're not having that. Even though it's the truth. But he don't know, because there's no evidence there to prove it. So it's all basically conspiracy. Knowledge or conspiracy thought what he think that happened after what caused the blackout. So he said no, don't do that. So he went home. I guess he was throwing some stuff away, and he said he realized, he apologized to his wife. He said, you know what, you didn't lose your daughter at the time, you lost your husband too, and I had to realize that. And she said, you know, making me so happy that I could hear this from you. I was like, oh, I hope he feels sincere, or he just doing that for now. But somebody tell me that he might be still somehow, some way, gonna come creeping back up with the mutant trail about this blackout and everything. Now, Jace, Marcos, and Kate went to see Evangeline at her office, and she was like, first she was not with it, because she said, first of all, why you brought them here and everything? Why you coming over here? You trying to put me on the underground in jeopardy? If the Sentinel Services see you come here and to connect the dots, it's gonna be over for us. I'm trying to protect the mutants that we do have left. You should not be here. And they said, let's like calm down. We're not here for all that. We're not trying to do that. We understand. And they just want to get a lead on the inner circle. She said, inner circle? How you know about that? How you get that information and stuff? And they said they met with some guy named Hacker, and he gave us information about the bank accounts and stuff like that. And he said their person still alive. They didn't want to answer. So she looked through everything they're gonna file, and basically told them and say, listen, they got money, they got this and everything. It's going down there trying to find out more about where they're located, but they got this, that. And they told them about the name Reba. They said, anybody heard about the lady named Reba? They said no. She said she's the most powerful mutant, and she was the most dangerous mutant that had been from the 715. So she was like, we were up to get a battle, and she's ruthless, and we have no standing chance, and I'm not gonna put my surviving mutants in danger for a war that we not gonna win. They already got Polaris, and they already got one of the half of the children of the Van Strucker family, and you want us to go against them? We stand no chance. So no, I'm not helping you on that. So they got out. John told Kate and Marcus to leave. He go back in the office and he flew there and he was like, "What's going on?" So he said, "Why you believe me? You came to me 3 years ago, said I had a purpose. This is not purpose and everything." And also she blamed him for what happened to the Atlanta underground battle last thing, and they lost a lot of mutants, and she blamed him because she said you failed to protect them. So why should I help you now with this most powerful thing and it's going against us, and we didn't stand no against the chance of Viva. And I said, oh. So, but she did gave him a name of somebody named, I think his name Irk or Earth, whatever she said. And he said he may even help you because he could see things beyond realms and nothing go past him without him knowing. So she sent him that, but then she did tell him that, listen, Viva's nowhere to joke with, and I made a mistake and gave you a false hope of that things could happen for you, which is no, it's a losing battle. We can't win this war. We can't. So, yeah, she said just can't really win the battle. I said, oh girl, gosh. And then she said, Viva, those friends that you're looking for, you just stop looking because she is very ruthless. And if they all come kill you, they're damn sure if they're not looking for a cause and not up to a cause, well, damn sure will kill them and do a lot of stuff. I was like, oh shit. That was that. So she gave him harsh reality. John came home, talked to Clarice, and he's still thinking about what happened. And she asked him how everything go. He's lying, saying everything went okay, this and that. And then he went out to start beating him still thing because he couldn't get his mind off of things. I said, oh, because he thought about what happened last year at the Underground War. I was like, whew. Calm down. Get over it. Now, again, Andy trying to do the training again. And he didn't do a good job this time either. He's still stopping and he's still thinking about that sister stuff. So, as Viva went to talk to the girls, Esme, and when he fell the second time, Viva asked the girls what's his problem is, and they all said his sister. And she said, oh, I realize I need to talk to him. So she was like, he needs to be his 100%. If he can't live to the potentials of us, we don't have no use for him. So basically, Viva's problem is if he can't help me, he's not going to be a part of our cause. He needs to be dead, gone, and get over it, get rid of him. So Esme was like, she said, he's only 15 years old, like, let him go, all that stuff. He understand, he be good. He could control his power. She said, that's not enough, I need to be done. If he not holding back and he's not telling me the truth, and he not really truthful, and he's not being part of us, and he gonna just betray us, then we gotta get rid of him. That's Viva's approach. So she went to talk to him again, and she said, it happened again. I said, can I help you on everything? You could be able to do it. I had no plea, but if you're not telling me the truth, let me know. And he said, oh, no, things is good, this is good. I'll be good, I can do it better, all that stuff, nothing's going on. So she said, oh, glad to tell me no. Now, she was about to do her power like she did with her first episode. She said, when she about to do that, he said, hold up. And he said, what's going on? He said about Kate, his mom, saw the connections that he's doing, and she didn't respond back to that. And then he went to call Lauren. She didn't answer at the clinic. So that's that. And he said he be having dreams. And he would think about the dreams as it probably causing weak. So he said he gonna let that go and he gonna focus on the thing. She said no. Use that to help you with your power. Use that and that will propel you. So I guess he found his new angle, a new way to how to channel that energy, his thought about his sister into his powers. And that's how that goes. And when he succeeded, she was clapping. I was like, oh, good, Viva. So Andy's doing good. Now, jump back to the other side. Reed was looking at some pictures and everything, or looking at some stuff that about him because I guess it was a story, a diary of his father or something. Was reading some things that he noticed something going on with his son, which is Reed. And I guess he had powers, but he don't know it yet, and it's keep dormant on him, and he sees some shrimp and stuff like that in him. So Rita's going through that. So when Lauren came, she saw him. She said, "What's going on?" And he looked at the photos, showing photos and him reminiscing, and kept going. And that's where she went to go with Clarice to get Jasmine. They found Jasmine. They reunite Jasmine with her sister Christina. They all good, and they're gonna extort them to escort them to their destinations. So they can start their lives together. And through the time, Reed and Lauren was talking, and Lauren blew up on her father because the father was telling Lauren, so, "Are you okay?" all that stuff. And she said, honestly, and stuff like that. He said, "Well, I used to be an attorney, so when people start with honesty and I just show truth." She said, "Oh, you gonna use that against me when you and your mom cannot even face the reality of what's going on? Y'all see y'all going to room arguing about this and that." And I remember what happened. I remember what happened last year. I remember what happened to all the teen people who are killed and stuff like that. And y'all can't face the fact of what really happened. So those lectured me and left off. And that's where Reed power manifested and kept going up. I was like, "Ooh, what is this? What is the power that he touched the thing? That started trickling down. Then he touched the wall. That started breaking up. So I guess he got radioactive kind of hands, and whenever it's touched it breaks particles, it breaks down." I said that's his powers, but it kind of manifested. He trying to control it, but sometimes when you first get your powers and it started manifesting in you, it's gonna be a hard time to control it. So you learn how to control it, but he doesn't know yet because I think he's still freaked out the possibility that he might be a mutant, and he don't know yet. So lastly, we get Marcos in the roof drinking. Marcos in the roof drinking, and he was drinking something. Marcos in the roof, he met Kate. They was talking, and he said, "They good." He drank it. He said, "I went to a celebration. I drank that. She drank that, and it was good." And he's like, "Oh, everything okay?" And he's like, "This war's coming. Do you think something?" And she said, No. Do not go into despair. We don't need that. Have hope and faith." So he broke the glass, and he's going to reminisce about the first time he met with Lauren. He said, "What she gonna do?" And he shined the glass thing on her. So he did the same thing and did a picture. A green light going to the sky. Lorna saw that, and she know that's a message for her love, Dawn's father, and she said, "Dawn, look, your father's message to us is telling us that." And then she said, "What to do to Dawn?" Dawn, she feeling Dawn, she was burning up, had a fever. I said, "Oh, not the baby, please, not the baby, not the baby." But that was the episode. It was really good. I can't wait to continue on and see the struggles and stuff like that. I really enjoyed The Gifted. I still don't know whose side I would be on, but I usually probably would be on the Marcos and John on the side like that. But we see Viva is very ruthless, and she will stop at no means necessary to get what she wants. So let's just see what happens next week. I'll talk to you all later. Peace.